Hi everyone. Bitcoin might, in fact, be the great equalizer. So, let's get started. A few months back, some of my work proximity associates thought it would be interesting to run a wide-reaching, sweeping Bitcoin survey to learn more about the demographics, users' behaviors, and general perceptions of this hotly debated digital thingamabob. Of course, we had other things to do, and so it got away from us. Like all good ideas, we weren't the only ones who had it. Our Memorial weekend blog, the parent company of two prominent Bitcoin businesses, Cash App and Spiral, published a report titled Bitcoin Knowledge and Perceptions with Wakefield Research. The report surveyed 9,500 people in 14 countries. As a Bitcoiner, I already had some of the findings uncertainly established in my head, but now I have pertinent survey data to back up my idealistic thoughts about how Bitcoin's going to fix the world or whatever. In all, the report is worth diving into, so let's do that, said George Caladius. Yeah, I recognize the cheapness in completing 12 pages of content produced by one-eighth happy Bitcoin-led publicly traded company whose entire strategic direction depends on the success of Bitcoin for this newsletter. Whatever, the report is worth paying attention to for two main reasons. The first reason is a quality piece of professional content to back up some of the anecdotal good stuff so that we can stop waving our hands while evangelizing Bitcoin. Second reason it made Bitcoin look pretty good. The three key findings outlined in the report are: the first, Bitcoin promise more and more equitable economy. Second, Bitcoin education is key for its adoption. And third, Bitcoin is far better known than other cryptocurrencies. Keep in mind we don't have access to the survey itself, and so there might be implicit bias in the forming of the survey questions. That would explain the third-party market research consultancy that was attached to the report. While that doesn't absolve block from potential bias, it makes me less skeptical about Bitcoin for a more equitable world. There are three main focuses related to Bitcoin and equity mentioned in the report. The first, income; second, geography; and third, gender. The findings related to income levels, while interesting, aren't as pronounced as the other two. What more, the geography bit is tied to the income or wealth bit. In short, the report suggests higher income people buy for investment reasons, and lower income people buy Bitcoin for utility reasons. It is easy way to send money to purchase goods. The geography bit that's tied to the income or wealth bit manifests itself when you consider the percentage of respondents who would buy Bitcoin to buy things plot against the per capital gross domestic product of the country they live in. There is a clear visual relationship of down and to the right, suggesting that individuals from poorer countries see more value in Bitcoin as a means for transacting. Bitcoin as digital cash is the original use case, but as disused in previous newsletters, that just narrative. In fact, the survey shows there is also a logarithmic looking relationship between the percentage of respondents who would use Bitcoin to protect against inflation versus the rate of inflation in their country. A small note here. While just to use Bitcoin to protect against inflation doesn't guarantee it will. Moving past the money part of Bitcoin findings, previous perceived exclusivity is presented as one of the negative results of the survey. The report presents a grid with the nation that the Bitcoin community is not inclusive of people like them. A lot of countries are split. South Africans full worry Bitcoin, but Indians feel quite the opposite. There are two possible here. The first, India's historically to stand on crypto has soared sentiment on Bitcoin. Or second, the Bitcoin community toxic maximalism culture that shows itself on social media platforms has soared Indian sentiment on Bitcoin. Single head experience on social media is all it takes. Lastly, in this section, the report makes an interesting claim. The gender divide in Bitcoin ownership and self-described knowledge is more pronounced in the Americas, but less male-dominated when looking at the rest of the world. So it's all what I want to tell you about this topic. Thank you for viewing. Bye bye.